Okay, guys, so let's share quickly the link in our groups. Share here and the Telegram. Okay. Starting to see people tuning in. Say hi in the chat box. Ay, ay. I guess nobody wants to ask me questions today. Guys, say hello in the chat box so I will know who is watching this live. Okay. Garvo Store saying that you can hear me. Great. Guys, let's give this live a like, okay, so that will reach more and more people, that we will have more people in this live. And so let's see, maybe I'll go through some questions that I received this week from people. Guys, if you already have some questions that you want to ask me, just drop your questions in the chat box. And let's see. So I had one question today from Muhammad Kadri. Okay, it's one of my students in the manual blueprint. And so he asked me. So he has some issues with refunds with suppliers. Okay, so he started dropshipping on eBay UK the way that I'm doing manual dropshipping in the UK. and he is using third-party suppliers and suppliers that I show how to find them in my manual blueprint. So he is asking how to deal with returns, refund, things like that. So basically, this is the, let's say, the downside of manual dropshipping on eBay. On eBay UK, if it is ebay.com, the downside is that you need, it's not like Amazon that you can go ahead and just create your return label and that's it, just give it to the buyer and get rid of this return. It's, you basically need to go ahead, some of them you need to call them to ask them to, because it's like in the UK they have something. It's more common to come and collect the item than ship the item back to the supplier. So basically, most of the time you will have to contact the supplier and ask them to go and collect your item. And for that, you need to call them. Okay. And that maybe can be an issue if you are an international citizen, okay, like me. So if you are, so you can go ahead and do something like I did. I just went and purchased a Skype number, and they have like also like really cheap packages that you can go ahead and purchase, and you can go ahead and call this way to the suppliers and then book a collection or ask them for a return label. Some of them, okay, if you have read my free PDF, okay, which I will link in the description, if you're watching this in replay, I have a free PDF for UK suppliers, and I detail in this PDF from which suppliers you can go ahead and just go to Collect Plus website and download a prepaid return label, which is easier to handle returns this way. But most of the suppliers, you need to call them, you need to or contact them by email. It's not the most convenient. So this is why, again, I'm more like trying to search items with less problems than just, I do want to make margins, but with manual drop shipping, I want to make sure that I'm going and picking the right items, the quality items. Um, guys, let's give this live a thumbs up. Okay, so I want to get more exposure for this live, so we will have more people in this live. So please give this live a like. And let's see what else we have here. What are the questions? So I had another question from James. James contacted me by Telegram. So he asked me if I'm giving my VAs. So if you know that I'm using Kamatera, this is a remote desktop, a cloud server, call it whatever you want. So he asked me if I give this my virtual assistants access to the remote desktop. So some of my virtual assistants I do, some of them I don't, because it's a trust. It is a trust thing. So if I trust this virtual assistant and I don't trust everyone, so I will give him an access to my cloud server. But again, I'm not giving to like all of my virtual assistants. Guys, if you have questions, drop your questions in the chat box, please. Okay, let's wait a few more minutes. Let's see if someone is here to ask me questions. So let's wait a few minutes. If nobody shows up, just end this live. Hey Gal, how are you, bro? So I want also to answer another question that I had from Ahmed Salaimech. Okay, sorry if I'm not pronouncing that um, correctly. What are the difference between cloud and VPS? So he's asking me what is the difference between a remote desktop like Kamatera and just VPS to buy a different IP, a private IP address, or proxy or things like that. So basically, the difference between them is that Kamatera offers you not only the different IP address internet, the different internet IP address, they also offer you like it's a new computer. Okay, you log in into a different computer from your computer. Okay, so you're having a new desktop. Okay, this is why it's called remote desktop, because you like controlling another a different desktop and you're using a different computer, and to run multiple eBay accounts. So there are people saying that you can go ahead and just create another user account on your computer, and then use a VPN, VPS, proxy, things like that. But when you create multiple more and more accounts, that can be really messy to go ahead and all the time logging in from this account on your computer, logging into a different one. So for me, it's more convenient to have everything in one place. I'm just logging in to the remote desktop with one click, and that's it. And it's open me a new computer with new IP address, to not be afraid that maybe I forgot, or maybe I didn't turn on the VPN or something like that. So that for his question. Guys, please, first let's give this live a like, so that will get to more and more people. And if you have already some questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat and I will answer them. It's really a shame. It's really a shame that people are asking me questions all day, all the week, and they want to know information, and they want my help. And there I'm offering the help to go ahead and answer their questions live and help them, but they don't show up, and that is really a shame, because I'm doing this live for you, not for me. um so Okay, so Gal has a question. So Gal, if you have questions, go ahead and ask me anything you want. And who is watching this live, go ahead and ask me anything you want, because that is this live for you, not for me. So Gal asks, recently I found myself having to transfer money from PayPal to my Visa all the time, about every week. The problem is that there is a $5 PayPal fee and Pioneer takes 1%. Is there a way to avoid this? Okay, Gal, great question. And those fees are actually, I'm paying the same fees, okay? But something that I need to explain you. So I'm doing the same thing with Aliexpress dropshipping. So I'm transferring money from my PayPal account to the Visa, the prepaid Visa card, and yes, they take not 1%. It's around 1% and $5 for every time you transfer money to the credit card. But something that you need to know, that it doesn't matter how much you transfer. Okay, for example, if you transfer like only $100 to your Visa card, it will be 5%. Okay, they will take you $5 no matter what is the amount. So basically what you want to do, you want to go ahead and transfer yourself as much as possible. So I'm transferring myself, the minimum that I transfer from my PayPal to the Visa card is between 500 to 1000. So this is the minimum that I'm transferring from PayPal to my Visa card. So if I'm transferring 500, so and I pay $5 on the transfer, so it will be 1% plus the 1% of Pioneer, so that will be around 2% fees, and that is nothing. Okay, if you're doing AliExpress dropshipping, you should expect between 20, 30, 40% profit margin, so you don't need to go ahead and stress about it. And you want to transfer as much as possible. If you transfer 1000, it will be half percent. The five, you still will be paying only $5, and that will be half 0.5%. And the more you transfer, the less fees you will have. And again, it's nothing. Okay, even if you will transfer like I do, 500 to 1000, it's nothing. It is less than 2%. And if, again, as I told you, if you're dropshipping from AliExpress, it is super profitable, so you don't need to worry about this 1 to 2% fees that you will be paying. Guys, if you have any more questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. So Garva Store asks Alexander, what do you know now about eBay changes and on the end of July? Looks the accounts are unflagged, the promotions I see working, but sales not working yet. So good question. Okay, so so it is super good question. Okay, and because I recently saw an increase, and actually I don't agree with you, because I did see an increase in my sales. Okay, I did see like increase of like maybe 50% in my sales. So basically from the 23rd or the 24th of July, everyone, and I can see a lot in the Facebook groups, and people also message me in person. So they told me that they also see an increase in the promoted listings. Okay, they see a huge increase, which is good. I don't know what is the reason, and people trying to go ahead and do videos about it and try to figure out what is going on. But right now nobody knows what is going on with the promoted listings. Maybe, okay, maybe in if it is what I'm thinking it is, it can be a good thing. Okay, so basically eBay also is a marketplace. Okay, and they have competitors. Okay, they have a lot of competitors. So basically they still need to make money, okay, because they need to advertise more and more and more, and they like only make money from what we are paying them, the fees. So I think if it is true, maybe they're trying to, right now they understood that like people willing to pay more fees, okay, which is more money to eBay, and they will actually start to promote them, okay. I'm not saying that this will unflag your account or something like that. I'm not sure about that, but I can see a huge increase in my impressions and promoted listings, okay. I had daily between 300 to 500 impressions per day with the same campaign. I did like maybe 58 listings. I did a campaign with to promote those listings, and that the average was, the impressions was around between 300 to 500. And from the 23rd or 4th of July, it jumped to I think the impression jumped to like around 80,000 impressions per day. And yesterday I got around 130 something thousand impressions, okay. And I started to get more and more clicks and way more sales from promoted listings. I didn't understand what is happening. So that's it. And I think that promoted listings are working right now on flagged, unflagged. I don't think that my account is the Aliexpress account is flagged, but just promoted listings was not working. And this is why I was not using promoted listings, and I was not talking about it. But right now I can see a lot of a big increase in the impressions and the clicks and the sales from promoted listings. And let's see what happens next. I hope that it will be eBay will take it to like a place that the sponsor listing actually work on eBay, because the sponsored listings was not really working or really giving some like a real benefit for people that using the promoted listings, and this is why I never use that. So I hope that answer your question. Do you transfer money also every week? Gal, for your question, I'm transferring money every like 2 days, something like that. I want to turn on the AC. So I'm transferring money every 2 days, something like that. Depends on the sales. Right now we have more sales because what happened with promoted listings. But usually it is like around every 2 days I'm transferring 500. But I think I should transfer the money to the bank. So Gal is asking, when you reach a certain amount of profits, should you go ahead and so guys, before I answer this, please give this live a thumbs up, okay, so we will reach more people in the YouTube platform. So for your question, Gal, so basically Gal is asking like if you need to have a certain amount of profit to go ahead and transfer money to your bank account. And so basically what I'm doing, I'm like giving myself a salary. I'm not waiting to a certain amount. I want to have to save as much as possible and use this money for different things. So I'm calculating myself, okay, I need like $1,000 to give myself every single month to live here where I'm living. So I think that you need to do the same thing. You don't need to, even like, let's say you profit like 5,000 a month. Like you can go ahead and withdraw all of that, but you want to make sure that you don't use it. So it doesn't have really a difference if you will have it in your PayPal account or your bank account. And so no, I'm not waiting for a certain amount to go ahead and withdraw money to my bank account. um, I have a business bank account, so I always transfer like the majority of the money to my business bank account, but to myself, I'm withdrawing every single month. I'm giving myself like salary. Um, okay, the elite movement. I have listed over 65 items from AliExpress, and I have been 2 day, and I don't have any sales. So the elite movement saying that he listed 65 items for 2 days right now, and he don't have any sales. So my friend, you need to understand that that is taking time. Okay, that is taking time to go ahead. I listed a lot of items in the past few days, and I still didn't sold them. You need to understand this is why you need to go ahead and list consistently. So because listings that you listed maybe a week or two ago, they are starting to sell slowly all the time. From like, let's say 2 weeks, they're starting selling right now. So you need to be patient. And also another factor that you need to take in place, that maybe the way that you find products, and the way that you think that item will sell, and the way I think that item will sell, it can be different. Okay, so you I don't know. So if you just started eBay dropshipping, you need to understand that you need to build the skill of going and finding hot selling items. Okay, yes, it seems really easy to go ahead and do that. And what you want to do is you want to build this, because every time you list, okay, every single item that you list, you learn something new, and you're getting better. And then from the results of what sells or what not, you're starting to understand what you did wrong and what you did right. Okay, and what is more worth your time, and which listings will sell or not. So you need to keep listing. Okay, don't worry about those 65 listings that you already have. Give them some time. Okay, give them some time. They will sell. Okay, nobody promised you that you will sell them the next day. If you followed my method that I'm teaching in the my YouTube channel about AliExpress dropshipping, and you did the same thing, it will work. Okay, just give it more time. Hey, it's safe to list 10 items per day. I have s- I have all the count with 100% feedback. Okay, guys, everyone that is here, if you haven't liked this video, please give this video a like, so we will reach to as many people as possible. So Mark is asking if it is safe to list 10 items per day if he have an old account with 100% positive feedback. So you need to understand that yes, it is safe, but it can be not safe if this account didn't had any previous past activity. Okay, eBay don't like, and like certain like spikes or things that are not normal to your account. Okay, so if it doesn't matter how many feedback you have, what is your feedback score. If this account was not active, let's say for the past year, and then you go in and like list 100 200 listings, eBay can go ahead and suspend you or restrict you or something like that, because they want to again, they want to make their platform safe. So they want to see a consistent growth and something that is consistent. So first start with like I took an account, an old account that my girlfriend had, and she was buying with that account. So basically what I'm doing right now, I listed one item, waited a few days, saw that everything's okay. Now we'll be listing like two more items, and then you want to increase the amount slowly, by slowly. First, it is not even one per day. Okay, I just listed one, waited a few days. Now we'll list like maybe another two three, wait a couple days more, and then I will list again, and until I will get it to daily uploads. And then, like for example, my main, not main account, my AliExpress account that I'm working every single day, I can list 20, 30, 50 listings per day and nothing will happen. But because eBay are used to that this account is active, that new listings comes to this account all the time. So I hope that it helps you. So Mark, just build the listing slowly, okay? Consistently and slowly. What is the minimum sales per month for product you choose list in to your store? So Gal is asking, what is my minimum criteria for the time the item was sold per month to list to my store? So my minimum is three sold in the past 30 days. But I'm also looking at things, for example, that people are saying, okay, three times in the past 30 days, that's it. They just list everything that they see three in the past 30 days. But you want to things that I'm looking at. I'm going to the sold section and I'm seeing what are the dates that this item was sold. Okay, maybe that is three in the past 2 weeks or 1 week. It sold three times. So even though it only sold three times in generally, maybe that is a hot item because it sold three times in the past week. So I'm looking more on things like that. But my minimum, okay, minimum is three times in the past 30 days. I want to see consistent sales. Like let's say one sale every single week, and not, for example, if you're taking like three sold in the past 30 days, and not that he sold it like almost a month ago three times, okay, maybe 3 weeks ago three times, and that's it. He never sold it since then. So like this item, maybe I will not list it. And I'm not focusing on my minimum, okay, I'm focusing on having better items with more than three sold in the past 30 days. But I'm giving these instructions to my virtual assistants and also myself that I'm not willing to list any item more than that sold less than three times in the past 30 days. So let's see. I do three sales per month. The elite movement. You say that you do three sales per month. I don't know how long are you following me and you implemented the way that I showed that I'm doing product research from Aliexpress. If you do that and if you listed 65 items in my method 2 days ago, just give this some time and you will see results, okay? Because that works perfectly for me, and that is really good profit from AliExpress working this method. What is okay? So that we answered. How do I get my sales limit up fast? I have. Okay, so that is a good question. I thought maybe to make a video soon about it, how to increase your limits. So basically what you want to do, you can call eBay like how many times that you want per month and to ask for limit increase. But they, like for example, you got an increase and they are saying to you like call in 30 days from now. So you need to understand that they are willing to go ahead and increase your selling limits before the 30 days if they will see that you are selling, okay? For example, you listed, let's say your limit is 100 listings and you listed all the 100 and you don't have any sales. eBay will not increase your limit, okay? Your limits, even if you finish your limit but you're not selling anything, they will not increase your limit. But if you let's say you listed 100 and you started to get consistent sales and you have sales every single day, and then you ask to you contact them and you ask them to increase your limit, you're saying, hey, I'm selling I listed this and this amount and I started to sell great on my store and I have great results, but my limit is about to finish. So please help me out, and so I will be able to still to keep selling, increase my limits. So in this case, most of the time they will increase that. And if they're just saying no, just hang up the phone and call again and ask a different eBay rep. And every single eBay rep can tell you something else and do something else. So if you received a negative answer from them about increasing your selling limits, just hang up the phone, call again, and I'm sure the next one or the few next ones can go ahead and increase your limits. Okay, it's really easy to increase selling limits like multiple times a month. Where are the questions? Gal, not a problem. This is why I'm here. I'm here to answer your questions, and I see that really few people came into the live today. So you can go ahead and enjoy it and just ask how many questions that you want. How many products should you have in store to earn $1,000 a month? Sorry. So this is a good question from Gal. How many products do you need to have in your store to make $1,000 per month? Okay, before I answer that, let's give this video again a like. Okay, I want that this live will reach as many people as possible. Okay, we have only like 5 people here right now, so just give this live a like. So that is a good question, and that also depends. Okay, for example, because I will give it to you like this: I have the same amount of listings in my new manual store and my Aliexpress store. Okay, it's around 320 to 330, and the Aliexpress store is making me around a bit more than $1,000 per month, and the UK manual store is making me around like a bit more than $2,000. So again, that it depends. Okay, that depends on which method are you using, which marketplace are you using. And for example, to make 1,000 dropshipping from AliExpress, you need to have more listings than making $1,000 from manual dropshipping in the UK or the US. So that is a different answer. But I don't think that you need to have more than, let's say, 500 listings from AliExpress to make $1,000. Okay, I just have really good listings, and I always delete listings that are not working. And this is why I have only 300 listings in my AliExpress store, and it's making me more than $1,000 per month, and really almost on autopilot. Let's see. Mark saying, I stopped listing about 5 months ago. It's okay, or should I start slowly? Thank you. Mark, let me ask you, I just want to ask you one question. You are talking about an account that is flagged, okay? Because I think that all the dropshippers think right now that eBay did something and they just unflagged everyone. Is that the account that you stopped listing for 5 months? Is that is the flagged account, or it is like someone else's account or something like that? Let's see. So guys, I see that more people started to join to the live. So please give this live a like, okay? Because so we will reach to more people, because I'm here for you guys, and I'm here to answer all your questions that you ask me all the week. So just give this a live like, please. Do you have any more tips for AliExpress dropshipping? So the elite movement asked me if I have more tips for AliExpress dropshipping. So yes, and I will be this few months. I will be focusing more on AliExpress dropshipping content. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I suggest you to subscribe, because the problem with AliExpress, the good thing with AliExpress, that the margins are there, okay? And for example, I have the manual store right now, and that is also something that I wanted to talk about with you guys. The manual store is making me around like $2,000, even more than that per month. But the bookkeeping, okay, what I mean by bookkeeping, because you need to save every single invoice from every single supplier, and record your sales, things like that. So because of that, okay, because of that, like the bookkeeping is like is taking too much time. Okay, so I need to have like more like two people just to do bookkeeping for this account. And my problem is not to like hire people that will do this work for me. The problem is that I want to make more profit, okay? Because if let's say I'm making 10% profit, but I need to hire more virtual assistants to maintain this account and to help me grow this account, that will like end up maybe to 5% profit, and which I don't really want. And with AliExpress, the good thing that I'm happy with, that the margins are 30-40%, okay, and like most of the time even more than that, okay. Let's say I'm sold an item for $10 and I made 5.5 bucks, okay, so that is more than 50% profit. And this because, guys, we are here to make profit. I know that sales are like addicting, okay, and you want to see the sales and you want to see like the big numbers, okay, but that is not worth anything if you don't keep profit, okay. You want to make as much as possible and not just to sell as much as possible, because we are not working here for free. We want to profit to our pocket as much as possible. Here's my dog in the background. Chris, что там делаешь? So for your question, I got distracted a bit. What is it? So sorry. So another tips for AliExpress. So with AliExpress, the good thing that you can be creative, okay? And another tip that I can give you is, for example, if you find an item, okay, and you think that you found the supplier that you want to drop ship from the same exact item, you have so many suppliers from the same item, okay, which I will be also doing a video on my channel, how to choose the correct supplier. And you have many opportunities and many suppliers that selling the same exact item or like super similar variations. So you can, you can be creative and go ahead and try to find the best item and the cheapest item, and still that it will still be a good supplier, and increase your margins, okay. And this is what I'm focusing right now, to increase more margins, to get 30, 40, 50% profit on every single month, every single item that we have we're listing in our store. So you always want to be creative and try to find maybe some cheaper supplier, or maybe like a cheaper variation, or because again, as I said, there are so many suppliers, okay, and manufacturers and sellers from the same exact items, okay. So you still like, you think, how is this guy selling the same exact item, okay? How is this guy selling and he's not making profit? And maybe it's not true, because he's using a different supplier, okay. So that is one tip from me. Another tip, my biggest tip, you need to start, you need to start doing that. And again, as I said, the good thing, you can be creative, more creative with AliExpress, like bundle items, things like that. So I think that's it. This is my biggest tip, to that you can go ahead and be creative, more creative with AliExpress. Let's see. Hi, Lynn, I think. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. Guys, again, if you can just give this live a like, okay, so we'll reach more to more people, because again, I'm here for you to answer all your questions. And if you have questions, anything you want to ask me, go ahead and ask that in the chat box. Let's see. So the elite movement asked me, what is your average list price? I don't have an exact average, but I'm trying. If if also like AliExpress and manual dropshipping, I want to have as high as possible, okay, but not too high, but let's say like around $50 up to 100, because the more the price is, the more you profit, okay, and the less you need to sell to make the same profit. So I'm not drop shipping all the cheap stuff for like $2, $3, things like that, because even if you will do like 100% profit, it's still like the amount is like too low. And so I'm trying to keep that between like 10, 20, 30 bucks, even more. If I can find more high ticket items, I will also drop ship them. So Mark saying no, it's not. No, it's unflagged account. I use it for 2 months and I stop. I have 800 selling limit. Okay, Mark. So if it is unflagged account, um, as I said, you need to build the way up. Okay, you want to start slowly. Okay, you want to start slowly. Start by listing like two items, okay, because eBay are always checking the like suspicious activities, okay. First, what they are doing, like if you haven't listed anything, they will go and review like your listings in the first few days, and you don't want to get restricted or suspended or something like that. So make sure you list like one, two items with that they look good, not Vero brands or something like that. And then just after a few days, go ahead and like start to increase the amount that you list every single day. Um, and that's it. You just want to have consistency on your account, okay, and because you were not selling anything on the account, and you want to start, so start small and build your way up. Let's see. So Gal is asking, if a product you uploaded is not sold all month, will you give it another month? So I think that basically you are asking about pruning my items, deleting items that are not selling. So basically, I'm not waiting only 1 month. I want to wait up to 2 months, maybe up to 3 months on AliExpress, and see if I don't get any sales. Then yes, I will delete the item. Or okay, I have too many items in my store. Then I can also start going and deleting items that only like didn't sold only like month and a half or something like that. I always want to. I'm trying to keep my listing amount lower, okay, with good sales. And when I see that I have too many listings and I'm not making that sales, so I'm starting to cut down some listings that are underperforming. And my minimum is that they didn't sold for a month, okay, a month or more. This is my minimum, but if I have like a bit room for extra listings, so I'm giving them like a month or two extra. And let's see, guys, use Ivera. You can find all the suppliers in Ali by photo. Ivera, I don't know this extension or software, but I use an extension, which I will also be making a video about all the extensions that I use for AliExpress dropshipping. How to increase your eBay selling limit. So Lean, I already answered that in this live. You can go ahead and rewind it, but basically you want to have listings that are selling. You want to have, first you want to upload like everything that you can to cap up your limit, but you want to make sure that those are good listings and they are selling, okay, because if you will use all of your limits and you are not selling anything, then they will not increase your selling limits. But if you used all the limits that you have and you have sales, then they will increase your limit. And don't worry about eBay reps that are not increasing your limits. Just hang up the phone and call again. Let's see. If you list one item with a lot of variation, how eBay count that? So that is a good question, Mark. So if you upload an item, okay, if you upload an item with multiple variations, how eBay count that? Okay, so eBay count per listing. Okay, not every single variation that you have. It is an item that will take you from you that will go ahead and take you space from your selling limit. But about listings, when you go ahead and you go to your eBay account and you see your active listings and their number, that will only will be count as one listing. Okay, every single variation that you have inside the listing is an item, but the listing itself, it will be only one listing with but the quantity of the items that you will have there, it's with all the variations together. I have views but I don't have sell. um so Lynn saying I have views but I don't have sell. So maybe you should go ahead and work on your product research method and the skills that you have about it. Because and also how many items do you have, Lean? So project me asking when did you start dropshipping? I started dropshipping on around May 2016, I think, or 15 or 16, something like that. It's like more than 3 years now. And where are you from? So originally, I was born and raised in Israel, but right now I'm living in Mexico for more than half year right now, around 7 months. I just moved here because it's cheap here. I have the same things that and even better than I had in my country in Israel, and I pay way less because Israel is super expensive country. No, I got sell 35 while you live. Congratulations, Gal. Nice. He got a sale for 35.98. Great price. Is that an AliExpress item? Well, I hope it's not from the promoted listings. Even though it's from the promoted listings, there is nothing wrong about it. Let's say you are making like, so this is what I'm saying. If you are making like 30, 40, 50% on the front end from AliExpress, and you put like 10 to 20%, not 10 to 20%, let's say between 5 to 10% promoted listing, so that can go ahead and still, like, it will help you sell and you will still make profit, maybe a bit less, but you will still be making like more than 10%, like around 20%, depends on your percentage. Okay, guys, do you have any more questions for me? Guys, any questions? $50 for listings with VA. Is it cheap? Hey, Oleg, how are you, bro? What is custom duty? Gal, I'm not sure I understand your question. $50 for 100 listings with VA, is it cheap? It's okay. It's not the cheapest. Yeah, it's not expensive, but again, you need to make sure that those are quality listings. Okay, because like you can go ahead and to have like 400 listings, 500, 100 listings for $10, but like they will sell. You need to know like they are going to sell or not. It depends on the um, it depends on the quality of the listings. Do you have tax import? Are you talking about Oleg? Are you talking about AliExpress? Thank you, God. Thank you, and thank you for being here. And remember, guys, I will be trying to make that every single Saturday at 8 p.m. UK time. So hop in next week. Oleg, are you asking about tax, import tax from like talking about from AliExpress? Because I don't pay any import tax or something like that, because import tax you are paying when you want to import things to the country, okay, with like a quantity that you are going to sell inside the country. But if you're talking about like paying import tax for items that you sell from AliExpress from China to the buyer's country, no, I'm not paying anything, and your buyer also, I don't think that he will going to pay. Like he will be paying something. I never heard something about it so far. Okay, guys, any more questions? Okay, we are an hour long here. So again, people that will be watching this and a replay. So again, I'm doing this live, and I want to make it in the same time every single day. I want to make it Saturday at 8 p.m. UK time. If you think that there is a better time, just PM me on Facebook or Telegram and tell me that you think that we will have a better time to do that. So you need to understand that this is for you. Okay, I'm doing the live for you to go ahead and answer live all of your questions. Okay, because as I said, I want to help all of you guys, and I do appreciate that you are in my Facebook groups, the Facebook group, the Telegram group, that you subscribe to my channel. But again, you are expecting me to go ahead and to be successful on eBay, so I can teach you guys. So I need to go ahead and work on my business, okay, and I need more time for that. So this is why I made this live, and I want to make it every single week so you can come in and I can answer any questions that you have, guys. So the ones that were in the live and took advantage of me answering all of that, good for you, okay, and come in every single week and ask me everything you want, and thank you for being here. So again, guys, remember Saturday, 8 p.m. UK time. This is the time right now. Maybe it will change, but right now it will be every single Saturday at 8 p.m. UK time. Thank you guys for watching and for who was here. Hope that it was helpful. Give this live a like, and I will see you in the next video really soon. Bye bye.